ओम पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते। ओम शांति शांति शांति। शंकरं शंकराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः। ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मेति मूर्तिभेदविभागिने व्योमवद्व्याप्तदेहाय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। ओम शांति शांति शांति। शुक्लयजुर्वेदीय काण्वशाख्या बृहदारण्यक उपनिषद पेज नंबर 260. In Bhashya, last line that we saw, nahi nacha drishte anupapannam nama drishtatvat eva. It is seen, therefore you cannot deny it. What is seen? Jnanena ajnana nivritti or ekatva vijnanena
अनात्म निवृत्ति
asarvatva nivritti, abrahmatva nivritti. It is seen, therefore you cannot deny. See in Tika, third line. Yukti virodhe दृष्टि ही आभासी भवति इति शंकते. युक्ति विरोधे. पूर्व पक्षी will ask, whenever shankate iti ashankya, such words are there, that means that vakya is from purva paksha. Purva pakshi shankate. What? Yukti virodhe. Even if something is seen, experience, but if there is yukti virodha, then that experience you should take as abhasa. You also say so many times, the nilatva of akasha is abhasa. In Rajju there is sarpabhasa, etc. Bhashya. Darshananupapattihi iti ched tatrapi esha eva yuktihi. If darshana is anupapannam, there also you have to use same yukti. Same yukti means if yukti is there, prabal yukti. See second number tippani. Yukti virodhe sati ityadi. Yukti virodhe sati darshana anupapattihi iti chet. When there is yukti virodha and therefore you say darshana is anupapannam, so see Tika, it is explained. Drishti virodhe yuktehe eva abhasatvam syat iti pariharati tatrapi. If drishti virodha yukti is there, the yukti will have abhasatvam. So drishtanta here, you have to see what is the point Acharya is trying to make. Accordingly, you should give drishtanta. Otherwise, you will do anartha pratipadanam. So here, if you know Vanni is Ushna, and if there is a Yukti, so Drashti is, means Pratyaksha Jnanam is Vanni is Ushna, and you do Anumanam, Vanniranushnaha Dravyatvat Jalavat, that is Nahi Drashtair Anupapannam Nama, in this way. But same Yukti, they will come back and say, Jagat is Satyam. It is Pratyaksham, it is Anubhutam. Ask all other darshanas, other than you and these Bauddhas. Somebody will say. Only you say Jagat is Mithya. So then you have to have enough list of yuktis along with shrutis to support your argument. And that is why it takes time for all sadhakas to understand Jagat is Mithya. Where did we see this? In this only yesterday or day before, that so much effort is required for this because this is not natural for sadhaka, right? We saw here? No. In Upadesha Sahasri, yesterday we saw that Jagat is Satyam that everybody thinks. Even a child doesn't have to learn anything. He doesn't need any vidya for this. Jagat mithyatva, you require lot of ayasa, lot of prayatna, and that prayatna also through adhyaropa apavada prakriya with shastra. So unless that is there, forget the thinking that one day Jagat will become mithya for you. It will not be mithya. Tika. Anupapannatvam hi sarvasya दृष्टिबलात् इष्टम. दृष्टस्य तु अनुपपन्नत्वे न किंचित निमित्तम अस्ति इत्यर्थः. दर्शनस्य अनुपपन्नत्वम. सो अनुपपन्नत्वम ही सर्वस्य दृष्टिबलात् इष्टम. Yukti is anupapanna because of drishtibala. And if you say drishta itself is anupapannam, so here Tikakar says drishtasya tu anupapannatve na kinchit nimittam asti. If it is drishtam, if there is no nimitta, then you cannot say it is anupapanna. But if you find nimitta, all these purvapakshas can come back to you when you say Jagat is mithya. So we have to have enough yukti for that. Further now in Tika. Means I will tell you what I am trying to imply here. When you make any statement, understand that same statement can come back to you at some other time when you are doing some different pratipadanam. So in your buddhi, like Bhashyakar, when he writes Bhashya, he already knows that one day I have to tell Jagat is mithya, and their Pratyaksha is what is going to be refuted by Shruti and Yukti. So when we say, yes, Pratyaksham is Prabala Nahi Drashter Anupapannam Nama, in the back of our mind, we are already prepared to defend our matam. Okay, I don't know how many more things I should say. Brahma bhavi purusha kalpanam nirakritya स्वपक्षे शास्त्रस्य अर्थवत्वम उक्तम. Brahma bhavi purusha kalpana, whose matam was this? Bhartru prapancha. Bhartru prapancha matam was Brahma bhavi purusha kalpana. Nirakritya, having refuted that, स्वपक्षे शास्त्रस्य अर्थवत्वम उक्तम. In our paksha, Veda Advaita Pakshe, Brahmavaidam agar asit, Shastra is Arthavatvam. Because Purva Pakshi's objection was, Shastra will become Anartham. Why Shastra will become Anartham? Online students. Shastrasya Anarthakyam, Kasmat. Because other than Brahma, there is no other Chaitanya, other than Brahma, there is no Jada. Right? This is what was said. Arthavatvam Uktam. Shastrasya. Samprati Idanim Prakarantarena Purvapakshayati. Now, in different way, there is a Purvapaksha coming. Punyo vai punyena karmana bhavati, papo vai papena ubhabhyam punya papabhyam manushya loka. I think that is the complete Shruti. Then, what is the next Shruti? Tam vidya karmani samanvarabhete purva prajnacha. So I had told you, you have to memorize at least that much portion because that is what gets quoted. And you should know the meaning also. Tam vidya karmani samanvarabhete. Vidya means upasana and karma. They go with that jiva. Tam samanvarabhete. And also purva prajna means, what is purva prajna? Samstya. Manta bauddha karta vijnanatma purushaha. That jivatma is manta. using mind, bodha using buddhi, karta using karana, is itself Vijnana Atma Purusha. Iti evam adi shruti smriti nyayebhyah parasmad vilakshano anyah samsari avagamyate. By all these Brahma vilakshana jeeva. By all these shruti smriti, nyaya means here Brahma Sutra. Nyayabhyah parasmad vilakshano anyah samsari avagamyate. Samsari, different from Paramatma, is known, understood. In 9 number tippani, you see something is given. पूर्व पक्षयति इति ननु उक्तरीत्या पूर्व पक्षस्य आक्षिप्तत्वात् पुनस्तद उद्भावनम अफलम इति चेत. Already you negated पूर्व पक्ष. Now again why is पूर्व पक्ष उद्भावनम? It is अफलम, निष्फलम इति चेत न. ब्रह्म भावी जीवो ब्रह्म इति पक्ष निरासस्य दार्ढ्यार्थम पुनः अपि पूर्व पक्षाय यत्नः. Why this Purva Paksha again is done? For this Brahma Bhavi means if a person thinks right now I am not Brahma, this is a Purva Paksha. To uproot that, again this Purva Paksha is created. That somebody says, see, in Veda, you have such vakyas. He is a jeeva, because of punya karma, he goes here, because of papa karma, he goes there. How can he be Brahma? And you yourself say in Brahadaranyaka, tam vidya karmani samanvara vede purva. Means he cannot be Brahma, he is some jiva. He is a manta, buddha, karta. So parasmad vilakshano anya sansari avagamyate. This is Purva Paksha. Tika. Adi shabdena yoyam vijnanamaya praneshu ityadya shrutir grihyate. Yoyam vijnanamaya
हृद्यंतर ज्योतिः पुरुषः.
हृद्यंतर ज्योतिः पुरुषः. Ityadya shrutir grihyate. All these shrutis you should take. And smriti also. Kuru karma eva tasmatvam. Purvaihi purvataram kritam. Therefore you do karma. Now will Brahma do karma? No. Jiva. So somebody is justifying his point that no, I think he is still Jiva. Nyayo mitho viruddhayor ekatva yogaha. Nyaya, what is the Nyaya? Mitho viruddhayoho ekatva yogaha. This is Yukti given here. Here Brahma Sutra is not quoted. But otherwise, Nyaya Shabda, when they say Shruti Smriti Nyaya, Brahma Sutra also could be there. But here it is Yukti. Paraspara Viruddhayoho Ekatva Yoga. Paraspara Viruddha, what are the Paraspara Viruddha? What is Paraspara Viruddha? Jiva and Brahma. Brahma is asansari, and this Loka Prapti, Punya Papa is Sansaranam. This is Paraspara Viruddha. Viruddhayoho Ekatva Yoga. Vilakshanatvam Anyatve Hetu. विलक्षण शब्द इज गिवन परस्माद विलक्षण तस्माद अन्य. जीवस्य परस्माद अन्यत्वे अपि न तस्य ततो अन्यत्वम इति आशंक्य आह. जीवस्य परस्माद अन्यत्वे. सी दिस लाइन. जीवस्य परस्माद अन्यत्वे न तस्य ततो अन्यत्वम. तस्य कस्य? Tasya and tato. Both sarvanama are there. So now you have to tell what is the nama. Tasya kasya? So jivasya parasmat anyatve api. If you say na tasya, tasya means if you take jivasya, na jivasya tato, tato parasmat. How that vakya will be formed? It is wrong. You have to reverse it. जीवस्य परस्माद् अन्यत्वे अपि न परस्य जीवात् अन्यत्वम्. Jiva, somebody says, let Jiva be different from Brahma. But Brahma is not different from Jiva. Normally we think, what kind of thinking is this? But I will tell you, this thinking is there. Gold ornament, right? Ornament, is it different from gold or not? Different. So ornament, okay, I will tell you how you have to think, because these things keep coming. The ornament you take, or you take Ghata and Mrittika. Ghata is different from Mrittika or not? Mrittika is different from Ghata or not? So how do I know which one can independently exist and which one dependently exists? So if Ghata dependently exists on Mrittika, then I cannot say Ghata is different from Mrittika. But Mrittika can exist without Ghata. Therefore, Mrittika is different from Ghata. In Ghata Abhava, Mrittika can exist. But Mrittika Abhava, Ghata cannot exist. Means in Ghata Abhava, elsewhere Mrittika is there. But if Mrittika is not there, no Ghata can exist. So this Purvapaksha is saying, Jivasya parasmad anya. Jiva is different from Brahma. But Brahma is not different from Jiva. This is the Ashanka. Aha, tad vilakshanaśya paraha. No, answer is Brahma is different from Jiva. But Jiva is not different from Brahma. Jiva because of avidya is samsari. Jiva because of avidya is samsari. Brahma because of avidya is samsari. Therefore, all the quotations that he gave for Jiva are actually referring to Brahma plus avidya, which is samsari. And Brahma is different from Jiva means Brahma is independent. Tad vilakshanaśya paraha. Sa esha neti neti. Ashanayadi atita. Ashanayadi atyeti is given. Ashanayadi atita, that is one quotation. Ashanayadi atyeti might be some mantra. Ashanayadi atita is actually in Brahma Sutra Bhashya. Chan, Brahadaranyaka. 351, Brahadaranyaka. यह आत्मा अपहत पापमा विजरो विमृत्यु विशोको विजिगत्सो अपिपासः. Then Satyakamah Satya Sankalpah. This is Chandogya 8th chapter. एतस्य वा अक्षरस्य प्रशासने गार्गी. This is गार्गी. बृहदारण्यक गार्गी ब्राह्मण. ध्यावा पृथिव्यो तिष्ठतः इत्यादि श्रुतिभ्यः. All these shrutis they say Brahma is different from Jiva, but Jiva is not different from Brahma. This much vakya you should understand and remember. Tika. Parasya tad vilakshanattvam shruti to darshayitva tatraiva upapattim aha. Now, with shruti, para means Brahma. Brahma is different from Jiva. That is shown. Now, upapatti is given. Kanada akshapadadi tarka shastreshu cha samsari vilakshana Ishwara upapattitah sadhyate. In Kanada means which darshan? Vaisheshika. And Akshapada means Nyaya. Mean who will go with Vaisheshika? At least we should know Sankhya is Kapil Muni, Yoga is Patanjali. So they are not going to be there. Mimamsakas are never with anybody. They are separate. So then Nyaya Vaisheshika will be together. Gautama. Akshau Pade Yasya Saha Akshapada. Means in his feet, it is said he had the sign of eyes. Not the eyes were there. I mean, that would be too much to extent. But some such mark chinnas were there. It was called Akshapada. So they all were great rishis, and their existence had a prayojanam to do some darshana pratipadanam. Every darshana was not talking about Atma. So they said, samsara, like Nyaya darshana, mukhya prayojana is to refute Nastikas. Buddha and Charvaka, their matam was refuted. Tarka Shastra Chucha, samsari vilakshana Ishwara upapattitah sadhyate. Samsari vilakshana Ishwara. So in both of their darshana, Ishwara pratipadanam is done. Different from samsari. Tika. Anumanam is given. Kshityadikam upalabdhimat kartrikam karyatvad ghatavat ityadyaha upapattihi. Chityankuradikam sakartrikam karyatvad ghatavat. This is their anumanam. So here Kshityadikam upalabdhimat. Upalabdhimat, 6 number tippani, jnanavat kartrikam. So all of them are created with someone who has jnanam. Upalabdhi means jnanam. Upalabdhimat means jnanavat, means jnanavan. Somebody who is a jnani karta. Why this visheshana is given? See the tippani. Nacha jivanam eva adrishta dwara kshityadi kartritvam. Because if somebody says, who created the world? Jiva adrishta. Jiva adrishta has created the world. Why do you need separate Ishwara? Himalaya who created? Our prarabdha, because we see every day, we take joy, those who watch and enjoy. So then your adrishta, your prarabdha has created. Why Ishwara? So that's why it is given this visheshanam. Upalabdhimat Kartrakam. What is the Vyapti?
Tatra tatra karyatvam. Sorry, yatra yatra karyatvam. Tatra tatra upalabdhi matkaratvam.
Correct. Yatra yatra karyatvam, tatra tatra upalabdhimat kartakatvam. If there is any karya, it is by a karta who is the knower of that creation. Okay. Shiti means Prithvi. Tayor mitho bhede hetvantaram aha. And they are paraspar bhinna. Paraspar bhinna, if you take as still Purvapaksha Pratipadanam, if you take, then all this can be Purvapaksha, that Purvapaksha will end up to 262. Fifth line in Bhashya. If you take all this as Purvapaksha, starting from Punya vai punyena karmana bhavati, starting from that in Bhashya, if you take, this is all Purvapaksha. Purvapakshayati is given in Tika. Understood, everybody? So what this Purvapakshi is saying, in Veda there are two types of statements. One set of statements are all talking about jeeva, samsari, etc. One set of statements, they are talking about Brahma or samsari. So he says there is very clear, and Kanada, Akshapada, they all also have said there is one samsari, tad vilakshana, Ishwara. So they are also doing this pratipadana. And you can say our anubhava is there. You tell anybody, you are Brahma. What will that person say? Pagal ho gaye ho kya? Somebody will say. No, I am not Brahma. This is a prasiddha episode in Rishikesh. Because on every Purnima, this Nai, the barber goes. So if one Mahatma, every Mahatma has to undergo Mundaram. So some Mahatma said to that barber, Bhagavan, aisa mat karo. He said, no, I am not Bhagavan. So he says, look, this understanding even barber has, that he is not Brahma. After studying Vedanta, if you have this understanding, or after studying any Shastra for that matter, if you say, I have studied Shastra for 12 years, what is your understanding? I am not Brahma. So you see that our barber knows without studying anything. So in here, it is very prasiddha. You ask barber, you ask dhobi, you ask mason, anybody, they will say, I am not Paramatma. So, Shastra Adhyana should have a prayojanam. That prayojanam is, I have to be Brahma. Because otherwise, Shastra Adhyanam has not resulted in any new understanding. This was already understood before. So this is actually, the dialogue is like this. Somebody who studied lot of Shastra from Kashi, he comes, he says in some village, and he says, I want to refute everybody in this village. Who will do Shastrartha? So some old man said, I will do Shastrartha. And all he said was this, that our Nai, our barber also thinks like how you are thinking in this way. So this is a prasiddha story here. Acharyas talk about it. I'm sure Must have started from Kailash. So this is all Purvapaksha Prakarana. Okay, Purvapakshi can say, see, different Pratipadanam is there, etc., etc., etc. Siddhanti will say, because of avidya, all this, your Veda Drishti is there, its Anuvada is given in these Vakyas. Samsara Dukha in Bhashya, Samsara Dukha Apanayarthitva Pravritti Darshanat Sphutam Anyatvam Ishwarat Samsarino, one rakara is extra. Samsarino avagamyate. See, one should not think that, oh, but I am studying from so many years and I don't have that Brahmakara vritti yet. But at least you know that Shastra Pratipadanam is I am Brahma. If I am not there, it is a matter of journey. That avidya nivritti has not happened. But we don't say just because it is not my experience, therefore Shastra is saying no, Jiva is different from Brahma. This is not our Pratipadana. In other words, I can be wrong. My experience can be wrong, but Shastra is right. Weak people, what do they end up saying? I am right. Shastra can be wrong. That should not happen. I can be wrong. Shastra, if it has done this Pratipadanam, it is correct. Or if you say Acharya, then there is no question. If Bhashyakar has said it, then that is final. Means I cannot say I am wiser than any other Acharya, let alone Bhashyakara. Samsara Dukkha Apanayarthitva Pravritti Darshanat. And in people, they see they have to do so much pravritti only for removing Samsara Dukkha. Samsara Dukkha Apanayarthitva Pravritti Darshanat. Sputam Anyatvam Ishwara Samsarino Avagamyate. Because if he was already Brahma, why would he worry about Samsara Dukkha Nivritti Prayatna? Samsara Dukkha Nivritti is not needed, but he has samsara. Therefore, you can say this. Further, जीवस्य स्वगत दुख ध्वंसे दुखम में माभूत इति अर्थित्वेन प्रवृत्ति दृष्टा न ईशस्य सा अस्ति दुःखाभावात् अतो तयोः भेदस्तयोः इत्यर्थः जीवस्य स्वगत दुख ध्वंसे जीव है स्वगत दुख और नॉट यस एंड व्हाट इज हिज constant prayer or effort, dukkham me mabhut. That may I not have sorrow in my life. So, iti arthitvena pravritti hi drashta jivasya. Jiva has such pravritti. He goes from temple to temple, puts his head and says, Bhagavan, make this as my last janma. I don't want to suffer. Or other people have other problems. I don't have job. I don't have this. I don't have that. The person who has child, he says, Bhagavan, in next life, I don't want children. Person who doesn't have children, he'll say, Bhagavan, I want children. In Bhagavatam, that story is given. So such is the story, everybody. Person who is suffering from one wife, he says, next time, I don't want this wife. But I want somebody else. There also you will suffer there. The same is wife also. Wife says, I am suffering from husband. Next time I don't want this husband. Whatever is there, unless I understand I am Brahma, you will not be able to get out of these problems. This is only a parampara. It will be of this type, that type, another type. There is no end. And if those things could solve the problems, then you don't need Vedanta. If any other solution can solve the problem, Vedanta is unnecessary. Vedanta has already established first. No other solution is going to work. Therefore, you will have to come to Vedanta. If any other solution would have worked, then all these Purvapaksha, they will be so happy. That's why all these karma khandanam, upasana khandanam, karma upasana, samuchaya khandanam, jnana karma samuchaya khandanam, everybody is refuted. Na ishasya sa asti. Ishasya dukha nivritti अर्थित्वेन प्रवृत्ति ही न अस्ति और दुख ध्वन से प्रवृत्तिर न अस्ति न दृष्टा. Why? Dukkha bhavat. Ishwara doesn't have dukkha. Therefore, there is no pravritti. Jiva has dukkha. So there is bheda or not? And Purva Pakshi will ask louder. There is bheda or not? Yes. 10:30 in the morning, when Annakshetra bell rings, are you Brahma or not? You are Brahma, then why you are going for food? I mean, this is such a weak argument, okay? Just because I am Brahma, who is going for food, tell me? Brahma is going or Sharira is going? Who is going to eat? Sharira is going to eat. Hunger and thirst are prana dharma. Prana cannot do bhoga directly. It has to do through Sharira. Just because you are eating food or drinking water does not mean you are a Brahma. Means people have such logic and they try to convince Jagat is Satyam or you are not Brahma. In Brahma Sutra Bhashya, Bhagavan has just said one Uddharan. When you understand you are Brahma, means no activity of any Sharira. You have to associate. What is happening in Sthula Sharira has no sambandha with my Brahmatva. What is happening in Sukshma Sharira has no sambandha with Brahmatva. In this way, when you understand, then you have understood. And you are able to detach from that thoroughly. If that is not happening, then you have not understood Vedanta. Vedanta Pratipadanam, that does not mean, see now that person is crying. Oh, Ramchandraji cried because Sita ji was lost. Therefore he is not Ishwara, not. These are weak arguments. People don't know. Just by saying something and they think what answer they will give. You study first, then we will tell you the answer. इतश्च ईश्वरस्य न प्रवृत्तिर हेतु फलयोः अभावात् इत्याह. And for this reason also Ishwara has no pravritti because there is no hetu phala sambandha. So some quotations are given and at the end mitho bhede shrautam lingantaram aha sonveštavya iti. Sonveštavya is also there. So avaki anadaraha name parthasti, all these quotations we will see tomorrow. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Shankaram Shankaracharyam Keshavam Badarayanam Sutra Bhashya Kritau Vande Bhagavantau Punah Punah. Ishwaro Gururatmeti Murti Bheda Vibhagine Vyomavad Vyapta Dehaya Dakshinamurtaye Namaha. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.